All right, and welcome back to another Blockey Hockey Game Day, Season 21, Day 16, kicking things off with the Milwaukee Muskies versus the Carolina Cobras. Should be an interesting matchup. We have a lot of talent on both teams, one more so than the other. However, the Milwaukee Muskies looking like they're going to be playing down quite a few of their key players, not having Tanko, and I believe one other player is not showing today, but I can't remember who that one is.
I think it's Vaculate Beef.
Vaculate Beef in contention for the Calder Trophy, best rookie in the league. Joined here with Z and Stan V today for this first game. Guys, what do you expect to see out of these two teams?
Out of the Muskies, they're playing shorthanded for I think the first time this season. I'm expecting to see. I think Just Rye should be playing this game. And my big question is, will he get his first point of the season as the first overall pick?
Yeah, kind of surprising to see him not producing anything, but I guess he doesn't really get much playing time.
Yeah, Muskies are a really talented roster, but you would want your first overall pick with, I think, 6 games played to at least have an assist or something.
Stan V, you're also a rookie. What do you think of the fact that the first overall pick is kind of not done much in comparison to someone like you?
Well, I mean, obviously you don't really see it coming like initially, but I know of his like absence at times, and like you know, he's pretty busy outside of the game, and he's definitely like really nervous when he like steps on the ice in like high ranked games, especially in like the Creator League. He's also like really nervous, and like it's hard for him to find, you know, play time. And same here with the BHL, but hopefully he can kind of find his way and like feel confident again and play the way he does. And if he does do that this game, then he can probably get a few goals. If not, then it might be a bit rough for this team. But this could be a very interesting matchup with you know, some players missing. So curious to see how this goes.
2 minutes before the game starts. What are your guys' predictions today? I'll go ahead and throw mine first. I think we're going to see a little bit of an upset from Carolina. But I think it's going to be a close game, kind of a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 2-1 Carolina.
Muskies obviously missing their entire first line. R-Doggy, a star player for the Cobras. Probably, in my opinion, a top 7 player in the league at least. Very good player, very good on the forecheck, very good mechanically. And I don't think whatever Milwaukee puts on the first line can stop him, no matter what. So I'm gonna take Carolina here. Yeah, I'm gonna say like 3-1 Carolina.
Yeah, I think probably the same. I would probably also take a 3-1. Maybe it could be an overtime win for Cobras, but I think it's going to be a close game considering the current roster for Cobras here.
I gotta give a nod real fast though to KP Football. I don't know the exact stat off the top of my head, but I know that his last like 4 or 5 games, he's only let in like 2 goals on over 100 something shots. I'm fairly certain. He's been playing absolutely out of his mind. I think that if Milwaukee is going to win today, it is because of that man right there.
Yeah, KP Football playing lights out recently, putting up a serious argument for the Vezina as a rookie in the league. I've never seen that in my time here, but it might have happened before.
I think Spooky Mount might have gotten close, but not quite. Only a minute to go until we kick things off. Z01 reffing today. So we'll see how that goes. Probably a little bit better than Brandon reffing, but can't say much about that. Following this game up, we have the Houston Bandits taking on the Philadelphia Freedom at 7:45, and the Orlando Storm taking on the Boston Grizzlies at 8:30. This should be a very close game day. Not a lot of blowouts at all. It'll be very good. But here we go. Opening face-off commencing now in just under 30 seconds. R-Doggy versus Packers. Packers taking it away from R-Doggy right off the rip. R-Doggy gonna ping that away from Packers and gets a little bit of a step, but that's blocked by Just Rye. ohLuvv now into the corner, dumps it for R-Doggy, but Packers is gonna meet him there. Packers storming up the ice, looking to get it the first shot of the game, unable to with a good back check by R-Doggy. R-Doggy hitting into the boards, met by Just Rye. Just Rye gonna strip it from him. He has a little bit of a step, but that's not for long as R-Doggy gets back in time. 2-on-1 now developing as R-Doggy passes out for ohLuvv, but ohLuvv unable to make the shot. Packers now with the puck, going back into his own zone before pulling it back. Now he's gonna take it into his corner. ohLuvv looking to defend him and breaking out, but he can't, but that goes right into R-Doggy. R-Doggy looking for a shot. He shoots. First save of the game by KP Football. KP Football now. Just Rye passing out to Packers. ohLuvv battling for along the boards once again. Packers with a great pullback. He's able to get past R-Doggy too with a little bit of a step, a shot, and he scores on the first shot of the game. Packers slipping it past. Toasted XD putting the Milwaukee Muskies up 1-0. Breaking it past ohLuvv, and then R-Doggy not able to get any sort of back check or defensive play. Packers is just going to crit chain past him before getting an easy 5-hole goal in. Packers kind of been criticized recently for looking like a rookie a couple seasons ago with so much potential, and he hasn't really done anything with it yet. So Milwaukee is ecstatic for him to get on the board early on in this game where they really want to take this home if they can continue to chase down the President's Trophy. First line still out. R-Doggy versus Packers. R-Doggy winning it this time. Cutting past everybody. Gets around Just Rye, but not able to fully... Just Rye into the corner now. R-Doggy and Just Rye battling back and forth now. R-Doggy will end up coming out on top of it. It hits the side of the post. Looking for a pass out to ohLuvv. He's not able to get it as Just Rye is on him like glue. Just Rye with a break now. Past everybody. A huge stop by Toasted. Another shot. Just Rye. Toasted's there to make the save. Two quick shots for Just Rye with absolutely no pressure on him whatsoever, and he's not able to finish it. Could be the nerves like we were talking about a little bit earlier. When he's in front of these bright lights, he is unable to perform. The second line's out now. Jaden and Arden B for the Carolina Cobras. Siffin and Zulis for the Milwaukee Muskies. Siffin pulling it to Jaden. Jaden whiffing on the puck, so that gives Siffin a shot right into the heart of Toasted XD. Arden B now with the puck, wrapping around the net. Passing out for Jaden, but that goes right to Zulis. Zulis, a shot! Huge block by Arden V, paying away. Siffin almost with the rebound of the loose puck, but he's not able to get the shot as Jaden pings that away. Jaden with the puck, oversteps it as Zulis tries to get it past him. Arden B and Zulis battling for it before that goes back out to Jaden. Jaden along the boards. Siffin will end up taking that from him. Siffin looking for a shot, unable to get it off as Arden B makes a huge stop. Arden B passing out to Jaden. Jaden a shot right into the heart of KP Football. KP Football gloves it down before playing it. A great shot by Jaden, but an even better save by KP Football. Such a phenomenal goaltender. Jaden with another strip though, looking for a shot. He's not able to get the second hit off, so that will go into the corner now. Siffin with the puck, wrapping it around the net. Dumps it down the ice, looking for a line change. He's able to get off. Packers forechecking. Looks like there's a little bit of a line mismatch as the first line for the Milwaukee Muskies are out. However, the second line is still out for the Cobras. That being said, R-Doggy just gets on for Arden B as Jaden comes streaking down the ice. Packers gets a second, gets a hit, but that goes right out of play. Face-off commencing now. We see Packers against R-Doggy. R-Doggy's going to win it this time. R-Doggy going down the side of the ice. A good pullback, but Packers is wise to it. Just Rye clamping his own teammate who had the puck for just a second. ohLuvv, a chance, but not able to get it as Packers is there. Packers slipping it past Toasted XD, and he scores off the post. Looked away for just a second, had to do something. But kind of similar to what we saw in the first goal, Packers and ohLuvv battling for it, but Packers is just going to keep his crit chain up, and instead of slipping it wide this time, he's going to slip it short side across the post. That's going to give him an easy goal. 2-0 now for the Milwaukee Muskies in the first period of play. There's still a lot of game to go, but right now Packers has been the superstar for this team. Tango, such a dominating presence missing, and yet it doesn't even seem like it, as they've taken a pretty commanding start over the Carolina Hurricanes, or Cobras. ohLuvv winning it back to himself this time, looking for a shot off the boards. He gets it, but just Rye blocks it. ohLuvv again losing the puck to Packers. ohLuvv and Packers in the corner. Looks like ohLuvv passing it out to WoSniper. Kind of a weird play. Doesn't really work out in their favor, but now it does. But ohLuvv not able to finish the shot off. ohLuvv dumping it to WoSniper. WoSniper now trying to get the puck up the ice, but instead forfeits it to Just Rye, who dumps it into the offensive zone. The second line's coming out for the final minute of play. As Jaden gets a little bit of a step, he gets around Siffin. Not able to complete the shot on goal, though. Jaden looking for a pullback, but Siffin's right on him, so he's not able to get it off. Arden B now is going to collect the puck into the corner. Siffin on top of him. Jaden, huge defensive play right there, as Zulis was just about to get a shot on goal. Siffin wrapping it around behind the net. Storming up the ice now. Gets past Jaden, but Arden B's back. Dumping it into the zone. Trying to go and collect it, but Jaden's going to beat him there. As the last 20 seconds of play here in the first period winds down. Not a lot of shots on goal, it seems like, but it's been a pretty dominating game for the Milwaukee Muskies. Although the shots would tell a different story. That'll bring it to the end of the first period. We're going to bring us to the desk now with Stan V and Z. All right, guys. You're both off to the sides. Nobody's in the middle. There you go, Z. Z, we're gonna do this a little bit different. It's gonna be almost like a little bit of an interview this time. I'll ask you a question. You go ahead and answer it. Z, so far, what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, the Muskies are dominating. I think our curse, the commentator's curse or death or whatever you want to call it, of all three people predicting the same team to win, it's just seemed to be taking effect here. Packers with like the same goal, just on different sides of the net. One far side and one short side post abuse on Toasted XD. His crit chain has just been really good, and ohLuvv just both Carolina defenders couldn't strip it off of him. He went the full length of the ice and tucked it both times.
Stan V, if Carolina's going to come back, what do they have to do?
Well, they should definitely be more a bit more pressuring, because Packers has so much control on the ice, and his crit chains, as I said, they've been pretty devilish. So for this team to come back, they really have to show that they're dominating the game, and they realistically do have the better line as far as players go, and they should be winning. But currently the Muskies are putting up a good fight, and it's pretty hard to create chances with all of them being in really good shape right now, especially Packers. And so far, Ryan and Zulis have been defending pretty well. So yeah, they should really be pushing more, adding more pressure, and showing that they're the better team.
As we have only a few seconds left, you're gonna have to wrap this up. But do you think that they're gonna get past KP Football? He's had a couple of pretty good saves so far.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody on this Carolina Cobras team can, it's ohLuvv. And also, earlier today, I was scrimming against the Cobras second line, and they weren't playing that bad. Like, they're a solid line. I think they should honestly have the second line matchup advantage like easily by a lot. But they just seem to be getting nervous out there and not playing as they played earlier in the scrims.
Well, that's going to wrap things up. Thank you guys for your time. We'll be here back during the second intermission. But until then, we have a whole nother period of game to be played. KP Football doing a little dance around his crease. Probably warming up a little bit before the next period of play that begins in 5 seconds. We see the return of the same lines. ohLuvv and ohLuvv for the Carolina Cobras. And Packers and Just Rye for the Milwaukee Muskies. ohLuvv curving it at center ice. Kind of lost it on his own feet. But he gets past Just Rye and he slips it past KP Football. Weird plays all around. Not really something you expect to see going in for such a star goaltender like KP Football. ohLuvv not knowing where the puck was just a second ago, but that's actually going to fake out Just Rye, giving him so much ice to work with, and he's just going to slip that short side. KP Football not able to get set in position in time because, like I said just a second ago, weird plays all around. I know ohLuvv probably didn't mean to do that, but it works out in his favor. It is now 1-2 in favor for the Milwaukee Muskies. Carolina getting on the board. And KP Football showing he is not the god that he's been made out to be recently. Next face-off now. Packers goes to win it, unable to. ohLuvv looking to do the same play. He's going to cut towards the boards, but this time he wraps around the net. ohLuvv looking for the pass out to ohLuvv. He's able to get it to ohLuvv, but not able to finish it off. ohLuvv passing it back to ohLuvv. ohLuvv wrapping it around the same exact way he did just a second ago. Just Rye gets the puck out of the zone for just a second before getting past ohLuvv. Not able to get past ohLuvv on the back check, though. ohLuvv and Just Rye battling it out. Just Rye goes for a pullback, but he accidentally dumps it to his teammate Packers. Packers going to try to get past ohLuvv with his crit chain that he's done quite a few times, but this time ohLuvv is going to swat it down. ohLuvv in his own zone, wrapping it towards his net and then turning around with a pullback, but that gives possession to Packers. Packers getting past ohLuvv, but that's pung away by ohLuvv. Packers cutting to the middle, good curve, but not able to get past ohLuvv this time. ohLuvv brings it into the corner. ohLuvv and Packers have just been chasing after the puck for the last 30 seconds or so. Just back and forth. Possession has been turning. Just right behind his own net as Packers goes for a change. It's like we said just a second ago, he was hounding the puck. Just right passing it out to Siffin looking for a change of his own, but he stopped for a second. Probably hops off the ice now. ohLuvv does too. All the second lines out as Jaden tries to slip past Zulis, but 5 holes just a little bit too early, so Zulis is able to get the easy clear on that. Jaden with a good pullback, in alone on KP Football. He cuts in, he shoots. KP Football tries to slide, but it might have been too late. It'll be interesting to see. Recently, a new rule has come into play that determines forced through goals, if intentional, are not allowed. It'll be interesting to see if Milwaukee tries to challenge this, and if they do try to challenge this, will it be deemed intentional or not? Worth noting, KP Football sliding into the path of Jaden as Jaden was cutting around him. But it is all up to ref discretion as time winds down. Only a few seconds left for Milwaukee to challenge, but it looks like they're not going to. So that's going to tie this game up at 2. So far, there have only been 2 shots in the second period. Those have both been for the Carolina Cobras, and both of them have gone in. Jaden working around Siffin now. He's able to, and then he jumps on the bench. Kind of. Weird play by him. Arden B now with the puck. Dumping it to his teammate, but that's going to be intercepted by Zulis for a second. Zulis then hits Jaden, but the whistle stays in the pocket. Zulis almost passing it out to his teammate and then taking the puck anyway. He's going to dance around for a second before P3ing, but that's going to give Arden B an opportunity, but that's pung away by Siffin. Siffin bringing the puck up the boards. Trying to pass that to Zulis, but a huge swat by Arden B. Second line's probably getting a little bit tired now as Jaden with another opportunity. He's not able to get the shot off, though, off a good pullback. Jaden working in front of the net. And KP Football is not going to get the ping off on that, but thankfully Jaden's not able to finish it. Zulus goes for a weird line change as Packers jumps out on the ice. Siffin going for a line change now too. I imagine ohLuvv's on the ice for the Cobras. He is. A pass out to ohLuvv, but just Rai is just a little bit closer. ohLuvv bringing it into the corner. WoSniper out now for the Cobras too. Both of the full lines, first full lines on for both teams. Packers crit chaining down the ice, going to pull back, but WoSniper's going to ping it into his teammate ohLuvv. ohLuvv looking for getting possession of the puck. He does, but that's Packers there to meet him. Packers 5 holes past him on the boards. KP Football coming out in case a shot gets off, but none does. Still only 2 shots here in the second period, and still 2 goals. ohLuvv versus Packers in the corner, in the Milwaukee Muskies zone. Ooh, ohLuvv hitting Packers into the corner as he tries to break it out, but the ref keeps the whistle down. Packers now getting past WoSniper, getting past ohLuvv off the post. He shoots, and that's in. Hat trick. Packers bringing the lead back to Milwaukee. Again, we're just seeing Packers crit chain it down the ice. It's probably never been easier for him. I don't know what this man is on today, but so far the Carolina Cobras cannot stop him when he's walking down the ice. KP Football notching yet another assist. WoSniper just making a really bad pinch there, not able to meet him. He's going to slip that off the post again, and Toasted XD once again is not able to clear the puck. It's been a goal fest so far here in the second period. Only a 1-goal game in general, though. 3-2 for the Milwaukee Muskies. ohLuvv winning it back to himself. Wrapping it around the boards. Trying to cut towards the middle, but Just Rai will ping that away. Just Rai packing it up to Packers. But WoSniper's going to meet him there. ohLuvv will take possession of the puck, passing it up to his teammate. But Just Rai bats that down. Jaden on for ohLuvv as we see some of the second lines start to come out for the both teams, as Siffin is also out. Siffin collecting the puck now as we see Just Rai go for a line change, but WoSniper is still stuck in the ice in his defensive zone, but he'll go for a change now. Zulus wide open in the zone. Siffin's just bouncing the puck along the boards instead of passing it out to his teammate. Siffin pulling it back to himself and then hitting it away, and then pulling it back and then hitting it away, and then pulling it back, and now he shoots wide of the net. Jaden with the puck now. Trying to get past the Milwaukee Muskies, unable to do so. So Siffin will collect it in the last 30 seconds of play, but he actually whiffs on it, forfeiting possession to Arden B. The puck has just bounced around in the neutral zone for just a second. But the Milwaukee Muskies will come away with it as they push it up to Carolina. Back and forth, the Carolina Cobras pass back. But Zulus now with it all alone. A shot. But Toasted will meet him at the blue line, basically. He stops that opportunity from happening. As time will wind down, a huge chance for the Milwaukee Muskies, but Toasted making a great save. We're going to go back to the desk with Stan V and Z01 for their thoughts on the game so far.
Yeah.
All right, Z, we're back. Tell us how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, the Cobras mounting a little bit of a comeback there. They tied the game up in the second period. Going into the third, they're down 1 again off of another Packers crit chain, perfect crit chain up the bench side of the ice, and they just can't strip it away from him. It seems like, I think all of his goals have been this exact same way, and the Cobras, they concede every time.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see because usually, you know, a player might get 1 or 2 of those goals in a game, but getting a hat trick basically off of misplays by the defensive team, it's kind of rough, especially when you're going against first lines. Stan, what have you seen so far from the first line players on the Carolina Cobras?
Right, so they've definitely shown more offensive prowess in the first segment, and that's kind of just hard shut down again by Packers with a really good crit chain. They're almost unstoppable, and yeah, currently they've definitely shown more of what they can do, and there's definitely a chance that they can bring it back because they've produced more shots, produced more plays in the second period, and been more on the Muskies side of things, and could turn this back around. This game could probably go either way, although it's been a good showing so far.
All right, and then this is a question for both of you. We'll start with Z though. KP football shown to bleed. Were those just good goals by Carolina or bad plays by KP football?
Yeah, in my personal opinion, the first goal and honestly the second goal both shouldn't have went in. I mean, those open shots shouldn't be given up by the defending team regardless, but like in blocky hockey, the short side is really hard to score on straight up because of the invisible post. And it would have been a force through if you didn't slide to the right and just open up the entire lane for Jaden to score that. I believe it was Jaden.
Yep.
Yeah, I fully agree. I think definitely, the shots were obviously good quality, but yeah, maybe the positioning, it could have been a little better, but all into him, he's been performing very well this season, and shots like that happen, and I think he can definitely bring it back, and he's been doing great so far, and I still think he can win it all. So yeah, we'll see how this next period goes. I think he can bring it back, and this could go either way in my opinion.
Yes, so only one goal game, so there's a chance we come back up here for overtime, but right now let's bring it down to ice level as we see the return of the games. Packers, ohLuvv, ohSniper, Just Ride, the same players we've seen starting things off. Packers winning the faceoff this time, getting past ohLuvv, but not getting past ohSniper. ohLuvv with the puck now, bringing it up the ice, but he's not able to do the crit chains that Packers does, so Just Ride will ping that down. Packers and ohSniper will battle for it in the corner for just a second. Both players trying to come out with the possession. Packers does. He passes out to Just Ride. Just Ride, a shot. Score! In the opening seconds, 20 seconds in, we see another goal. Packers this time for the assist, but a beautiful setup as Just Ride is left all alone. Both of the players defending Packers. He notices that, slips it out to Just Ride, who's wide open in the slot. And that's going to go sailing past Toasted XD for Milwaukee's 4th goal of the night on 7 shots. Not a great game for Toasted XD so far, but honestly, his defense is just letting him down. ohSniper trying to get past Just Ride, not able to. Or excuse me, Just Ride trying to get past ohSniper. Passing it out to ohLuvv. ohLuvv will collect the puck before returning it to Packers. Packers looking to crit chain it up the ice. He actually get past ohLuvv for just a second, so he's able to, but fumbles with it for a moment. ohLuvv collecting it behind his corner. Just Ride with a good turn, cuts into the middle, and another shot that goes sailing past Toasted XD once again for his 2nd goal of the night in less than 50 seconds. It's been a rough night for the Carolina Cobras, as many people would have assumed, especially if Tango was here. And I mean, it looks like the bleeding is it's about to start pouring goals here as the players are not playing well, although we have a face-off canceled and a timeout for the away team. Carolina Cobras taking their timeout early on. Kind of a weird play considering the fact that they just gave up 2 goals. But looks like it was so ohSniper could relog. Maybe he was lagging out a little bit. Might be his excuse. Not sure. But looks like ohSniper actually putting himself on the 2nd line potentially, as he is on the bench, but Arden B is out on the ice. ohLuvv winning the face-off, but Packers will meet him on the corner. Just Ride collecting the puck now, cutting towards the middle, but ohLuvv gets a little bit of a chance. Packers is going to meet him back there, though, and bring it behind his own net before pulling it back. ohLuvv is going to slap it into the corner as he goes for a play. He's working it up the boards, looking for his signature shot, most likely, but this time he's actually going to cut towards the net. Not able to do anything with it, though, as Packers knocks it away. Packers looking for the pass out to Just Rye. He's able to get it. Just Rye whiffs on the shot. A great opportunity there, but he's not able to finish it. Going for the Sand V special, but he's not able to hit that, as Toasted making a good save. Arden B passing it out to RDoggy. RDoggy's going to just shoot it just wide, though. KP Football not even having to make a save on that one. A huge hit there, but the ref keeps the whistle in the pocket. Could have been a call, but I guess the ref deems otherwise. Packers in all alone against Toasted XT. He's going to shoot it. Toasted's going to glove it down before instantly dropping it. Almost a bad misplay by the goaltender. RDoggy cutting in front of his own net. Almost gives up a goal as Just Rye is there to knock it down. Just Rye passing it out to Siffin, but Siffin's not able to finish that shot. Just Rye's not done yet. He takes another shot, but that one doesn't have enough momentum on it. This time he's going to dump it and change. The second line's coming out on the ice late in the period as there was a timeout early on. Zulis and Siffin, Arden B, and Jaden. Believe that might be offsides, but we play on until a goal is scored, and we can review it. Puck getting dumped out right into the middle. WoSniper now getting demoted to the second line after giving up quite a few goals against the first line. And that'll be knocked out of play. Only 1:59 left to go, and a game that looked like it might be close, it might even possibly go into overtime, is now getting out of hand. Zulis versus Jaden. Siffin and WoSniper's the defenseman. Jaden's going to win it, but Zulis will ping it down. WoSniper giving up another opportunity, but Zulis is going to whiff on it, jumping on the boards. This time he gets a shot and gets the pass out to Siffin. Siffin's going to shoot it. Siffin and Jaden now battling for it in the corner. Jaden going to knock it away. Wrapping it up. He gets past everybody. Jaden with the chance. He's going to slip it onto the post, but this time it goes just wide. Siffin trying to crit chain the puck down the ice, but instead he hits it a few too many times. A little bit of a weird play develops in center ice, but it'll go into the Carolina Cobras zone before coming back out into the neutral zone. Looks like both teams have kind of calmed down a little bit as they start to realize that this game is most likely over. Only a minute to go here in Milwaukee, and they're leading by 3. Jaden with a weird angle shot. Thankfully, KP Football is staying crouched on that one, so he's not going to let in a goal. A good pass, but that's right as Jaden's changing. Arden B comes out into the ice and almost commits a penalty. Again, the ref with no calls here tonight. Packers with a good pullback, but RDoggy's going to stop him. Packers getting past Arden B into the corner. Packers looking for the pullback. He gets it. Another goal. Actually, that's an own goal from Arden B. As if things could not get worse for Carolina, they're just going to dump it onto their own net at the end of the game. 35 seconds to go, and most likely the final score will be 6-2 in favor for the Milwaukee Muskies. Ten seconds before the next face-off as we track Arden B. RDoggy just running back and forth along the ice, reserved to the fact that his team has probably lost yet another game. I lied. He's gonna cut in past everybody and score a quick goal. Because why not? 6-3 here in Milwaukee. As RDoggy, that's another point to his season. Doesn't hurt things much, doesn't shake anything up. But it makes his stats look not nearly as bad. Poor WoSniper though, not even in the game anymore it looks like. Giving up, I'm pretty sure, all 5 goals to the first line before moving down to the second. Five seconds remaining for what could be the last face-off of the night, unless RDoggy decides to get another quick one. Our doggy doing the same exact play. And he gets past Packers, not able to get past just right this time. A weak shot into the heart of KP Football. KP Football giving up 3 goals on 8 shots. Pretty uncharacteristic for him. As Packers has another opportunity. He crit chains it down the ice, but our doggy can stop him that time. 10 seconds to go as we are in the Carolina zone. Another quick pullback play from Packers. Not going to go in this time. Arden B's not going to give him the assist. Out to Just Right. A shot. Saved by Toasted. And that will be the end of the game. The Milwaukee Muskies winning 6-3 here in our first game of the night. We will be back at 7:45 for Game 2. We will see the Houston Bandits take on the Philadelphia Freedom, who just lost a pretty crucial matchup to the Saskatoon Blues and a controversial rematch game. But until then, I've been Luke, joined by Stan V and Z, and we will see you then.
Later.
little bit earlier, you know. Oh wait, tell us when it starts to
Alright.
take.
Well,
All right, I'm back.
we're starting now. Welcome back to the next game as we see the Houston Bandits take on the Philadelphia Freedom, who looks like the Philadelphia Freedom really aren't here so far. I think I only see Danielson back in the crowd. We are joined by Z and Brunlin, some of the best refs we have to offer in the league. Z, Brunlin, what are your thoughts and predictions for tonight? We will start with Brunlin.
I mean, Houston, it's been a rough season for them since the beginning. But one thing I like to say is I think Little Wool here is going to play goalie and Vasilevsky is going to play skater. It's definitely going to be something interesting and fun to watch. But as far as the prediction, I would have to go Freedom 3-1 here. But I hope Little Wool does good. I'm a big fan of his.
All right, Z, what do you think so far?
Well, I'm not seeing anybody but Danielson, and I'm pretty sure Penley is at a NBA Finals game, so I don't think he'll be here. So I honestly am going to have to go with the Bandits because I don't even see Spooky Mount on or Glorious.
Looks like Stan V's here, a little bit late. Stan V, what are your
My
thoughts?
apologies.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, since you know, we don't see Penley yet, but he is usually a little bit late. But if he's not here, this could be a pretty interesting game. They're kind of a go big or go home team this season, Freedom. So you know, this could be an interesting match. But as we saw in the previous one, you know, it was kind of a blowout. So I don't really know what to predict for this game, but it could be a pretty interesting one if we get to see everyone playing in their best shape. So yeah, curious to see.
Brunlin, do you think if they do go with the Chokington skating and Lil Wool and net, do you think that's going to pay off, or do you think that's going to be a decision that they regret?
Honestly, I don't know. I've never seen this. Like in my 15-year career, I've never seen Vasilevsky like really play skater. I don't know. I think the Freedom should win this. Even if they're missing Penley and Glorious, I think that depth needs to show up. They haven't all season. Some of these guys should be playing a little extra harder, in my opinion, because, in my opinion, besides Penley and Glorious, like, the two other roster spots for Philly are pretty open. You can't say Koivu, like, has secured that spot yet. So I feel like these guys on the Freedom will be playing for a spot here to play in the playoffs on that roster. And so I think the Freedom will take it just because of that. That's what I think.
Oh, looks like the Freedom, like I said, still need to show up so far. There's not a lot of time left. Only a minute 45 and still only one player out there for the Philadelphia Freedom.
Danielson just put on goalie gear.
Oh, he's set. He's locked. Looks like looks like they're getting a couple of warm-up shots against him as he skates back and forth. Stan V, you and Z just took down the Philadelphia Freedom. What a pretty dominating fashion. What made you guys make such easy work of them?
Well, I think it was mainly just the confidence that we had in each other, and like we kind of knew what to do, and like me personally also, I've like scrimmed against like Penley a lot before, and I kind of know like some of his moves and stuff, and so I feel like I could really easily capitalize off this, and like also scrimming with against this group and stuff, and obviously they're great players, but yeah, we had our chemistry in lock, and yeah, we just played really well. Everything went to plan, so we kind of already knew the script a little bit, but yeah, I don't know as far as, you know, how much these guys have played them, so this could be a pretty interesting match or a blowout. I think either one of the two.
It'll be a really interesting match if it happens.
For sure,
We'll
if it happens, yeah, if they have
Look-
players.
Yeah, that's one thing. When I was making my predictions, I didn't realize they only had Danielson.
Looks like HYJS is also on the bench now for the Freedom.
He could solo.
Yeah.
You never know.
Like, I thought they had Koivu and like some depth pieces. Like,
I don't think HYJS is on the Freedom.
I was about to say, is he a Grizzly?
He's a wing. He's a wing.
Oh yeah, that's my
RFA.
team. That's my team. Oops.
this is an embarrassing look for Mount. I mean,
Shout out-
one player on the server.
Shout out Mickey's.
Oh, Mount is online.
Looks like you're gonna have to blow the whistle to.
Hey, Commissioner guy.
Yeah,
Hey, so I guess we just wait 5, and if
Yeah.
they got 3, we go?
Yeah, you blow whistle here, Z, and we're doing a 5
All right.
minutes, waiting 5 minutes to see what comes next. We'll do oh,
This is good for Houston. They need these points.
why is this command not working? All right, at 7:50. Oh, there we go. At 7:50, if they are not here, it'll be a forfeit for the Philadelphia Freedom. Want
They
to give
need 4 players, correct?
They need 3. They need 3.
3? Really?
I believe it's 3. I might want to pull up the rule book because I know the ruling has changed recently. But
Who is Sobel 1?
who is Sobel 1?
Sloth. I think it's Sloth likes bagels.
Oh goodness gracious! Might want to put on Team Lock and verify the rosters that are about to come up. A huge shout out to everyone watching the stream right now. Saw Mickey's in chat. Thank you guys for all the support on and off of BHCL. As you can tell, teams are not as quite dialed in when the lights are not bright. Good thing we have a good owner like Chokington to establish a full roster tonight.
Yeah,
Brandon,
I don't get how we're in season. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say you've been an owner in the league. Have you ever had a game like this where your team just doesn't show up? A little bit of a forfeit.
It actually happened on the popcorn. We lost like 14-1 to the Youppi's team in the regular season.
And how does that feel as the owner of the team?
Honestly, it was a little bit on me because it's the roster. I feel that it's my team, but it kind of sucks because it's like what happened to me is like Mount, Jaden, Fairby, they just kind of like ghosted the whole day. Oh no, sorry. Mount said he was gonna show and then ghosted, and then Jaden just didn't say anything. So it's kind of like when your team just gives up on you, it's just kind of like it's a bad feeling, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the Freedom, I think it's a little different just because that group is pretty tight, and I don't think they care about the game, but like not to the extent where they're gonna start turning on each other because of one forfeit game where their top players didn't show. I don't think that's the case here.
Yeah,
But
obviously,
it's still bad luck. It's a bad look, regardless.
might be taking a little bit of stand because of the recent controversies that they went through against the Saskatoon Blues. Would not be surprised if in a couple of minutes we see them complaining about not being able to log on the game.
That would be interesting. Who do they have right now? Can you name their roster? It's kind of hard to tell from these seats.
I don't have the roster on hand, but they have Danielson and
Freedom?
Smoky Melt.
Yeah, I
Yes, the Freedom team.
think this Goof McGundy is getting on right now.
Oh, thank the stars.
We have a game here.
We have a game here. In Blockey Hockey, stamina is forced, no matter what team what the other players are fielding, good or bad. So if Discoof McGundy does log on in the next 40 seconds and he gets on the bench, we will have a game played, and it will be interesting one to say the least.
Luke, I think we give him more time.
How much more time?
I don't know. Give him until like fucking what? How when's the next game? 8:30?
Bro, you cannot just give like a
Give
ton of
him
time.
until like 8 or 7:55.
Brother. No. Where's Discoof McGundy at? Where's Big?
Bro,
Big
he's trying to load on.
Ah, classic. I saw this coming. He can't log in.
So, like, what do I do?
Yeah, he
Do
literally
I blow
called
it?
it on
Do I
stream.
blow the whistle?
Yeah, blow the whistle for
Yeah,
sure.
blow it. But I think, in my opinion, this should be a forfeit. You got to go by the rule book. I'd say give it till 7:51, just so it's like officially over 5 minutes, and then That's my opinion, but I'm not the commissioner, so.
Egg Cat won. Oh, I don't think he's on the team.
Bro.
Who's pinging me, bro? It's specified in the rule book. What is specified in the rule book? Guys, what is specified in the rule book?
I don't
guys?
know. He said it's specified in the rulebook twice. He pinged you in a different place in the same message.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, what is specified in the rule book? Please help me out, chat.
I think he might be saying the 5 minutes is specified in the rulebook.
Oh, so he's trying to
Forfeit
get
rule and
us to
time.
Forfeit?
I think he's trying to get the freedom to forfeit. Okay.
Bro, ohLuvv, you need these points. I don't know why.
Oh,
like,
the
you're
BHL
trying to have
reserves
the
the right
game.
to forfeit a match at any time. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What? It doesn't fucking say anything.
Well, that's awkward.
What's it say about the after the 5 minutes?
um.
Look up delay of game penalty. Oh, they don't have the. Yeah, gotta look up. They don't have the roster. They only have 2 players. You have to have a minimum.
Oh yeah,
of 3.
I guess it's roster rules, right?
Yeah. Man, I've just been flying around the rink slowly.
If a team is unable to put together an active roster of 3 or more players for an official BHL match, they will be required to delay the game to give themselves more time to put together a roster. If a team is still incapable of getting 3 or more players after the game is delayed, the match will be forfeited, and the opposing team will be rewarded a 1-0 victory.
Congrats to the Houston Bandits! We will see you guys at 8:30 for the Orlando Storm versus the Boston Grizzlies. See you guys then.
What's
All right,
Oh my
welcome
God,
back
keeping me.
to a
Let's
very
play.
special BHL game. A little bit of an exhibition game as we await the next game. This is the Houston Bandits taking on the Philadelphia Freedom. As we see all 5 players out on the ice for both teams. Stan V and ohLuvv now looking to collect the puck. ohLuvv's going to dump that in right into the heart of Panda Man. Brunlin with the puck now, but that's going to be taken away by his own teammate Emotion. A lot of confusion as there's normally not this many players out on the ice. Z01 now trying to bring it past Brunlin, but he's unable to. There's so much defense as we see Ghostyferret finally step up for the Philadelphia Freedom. He is on the ice now, but he is not moving. As he's the first shot of the game, slip past Toasted XD. He's able to stop it though. Brunlin wrapping it behind his own net. A huge pass out, but that's going to be paying down by Panda Man. Ghostyferret floating for the Freedom, but that's not going to do much of anything as I believe he is lagging out. ohLuvv now collecting the puck for the Houston Bandits, getting it up to Stan V, but Brunlin's going to ping that away. Brunlin now going for his patented P3, unable to get it off as Little Bull strips that from him and brings it right into the heart of Panda Man. Z01 with a shot on goal, but Jaden's going to stop that. A huge pass out, but that gets shot away by Mitch Mimi, usually a goaltender, but playing in this 5v5 exhibition game as the Philadelphia Freedom forfeited just seconds ago. Emotion now with the puck. This is a silly, silly day. I don't know what to say. Emotion now, bring it up the ice. Mitch is going to pull it back on there. He gets in, but he shoots it right into the heart of Panda Man. Panda Man, usually a goaltender as well, played on the New York Bagels last season and is currently a Calgary Wing this season. Not having as good of a season this season as he did on the Bagels last season. Getting a little bit rough now as we see a little bit of hits being thrown back and forth by the teams. Probably understanding that they can get away with a little bit more in this kind of game. Panda Man versus ohLuvv now in the corner. A tale as old as time. There's just so much defense out there on the ice today, though. It'll be hard to see any shots get registered or anything along those lines. Ghostyferret has a chance, but he passes it right back to Misya. Big hits coming in from Little Wool. I'm not sure who he took out, but I heard those from a mile away. Getting a pass out, but nobody there to receive it. Little Wool again, just going for hits. Not making any attempt to play the puck at all. Z01 with the puck now. A lot of room, actually, as he slips around Panda Man. He gets a shot, but that's saved by Jaden. A lot of bodies out in front as it's kind of hard to tell if there's actually 5 skaters on both teams, or if there's potentially maybe even more, as I think, no, still 5 for each team, it looks like. A lot of blue all around there. Blue on the shoulders and on the chest. As we get our first out of play. Let's see if I have a replay saved up from this game. It appears as if I don't, so we're going to pull it back to the main stream. Again, if anyone's just joining us, this is an exhibition match, as the Philadelphia Freedom just forfeited against the Houston Bandits not too long ago for a lack of roster. Misia now working in his own zone, as Toasted XD gets kicked off the ice for his own team. Kind of heartbreaking to see, as he did make a save, keeping his team tied. Misia with a good shot, but Panaman's just going to block that down, playing second goaltender. Obviously, used to being in the net. Z is going to get a pass out to Mimi. Mimi shoots it right into the pads. Jaden, a beautiful sliding save. Stan V with a chance now. He's going to shoot it, but so many sticks get on that puck, it's going to ricochet around. Z with a shot. Panaman blocking that one. Looks like we might have an offsides. ohLuvv knocking it into the zone, trying to get it out, but unable to. The Houston Bandits all over the Philadelphia Freedom right now. Brunland's going to try to take that up the ice, but he's unable to. So we're going to see our first out of play. Did I save a replay that time? I did not. We're going to go back into the mainstream once again, as it looks like we are skipping faceoffs. Z01 with the puck now. A lot of room. He's going to pass it. Shot! Score! Mimi getting the first of the night here in Houston. Not his usual team, but a team he's happy to be on. They're going to skip the face-off. We're going to look at the replay. I lied. It's still the same replay for some reason. Oh man, what I wouldn't do to see some palm trees right about now. Just a nice, relaxing vacation. Stan V now with the puck. A lot of bandits all over the place. Looks like the Philadelphia Freedom don't have an answer for them. Panaman playing so defensively right now in the zone. Getting stripped away by Mimi. Misia taking the puck now. Mimi and Misia, a little bit of miscommunication. A lot of M's being thrown around. Again, back into the corner they'll go. The Philadelphia Freedom all over the ice. Looks like they only have 4 players unless somebody's doing a cherry pick, and it is Discoof McGundy just staying in the center of the ice. The puck almost gets there for Mimi to notch his second of the night, and he's not able to finish it off. Discoof looking to get the puck, but 4 Houston Bandits come flying at him, and I think one of them ended up hitting him too. A pass out there, but Brunland's going to take that one. Brunland looking for the shot opportunity, not able to get it off, so still only 1 shot for the Philadelphia Freedom. ohLuvv wrapping the puck around the net. Brunland takes it. All of the Philadelphia Freedom, though, staying at center ice. No one there to help out Brunland. Looks like that's the huge difference here between the two teams, is the Houston Bandits are just all over them. Brunland now with the puck, but he whiffs that down. ohLuvv pulling it back, gets it, and then forfeits it to Z. Emotion now. Calgary Wings first pick. And that's a huge pass out to Stan V, but Panaman's going to block that down. Brunland with a chance. ohLuvv's going to swat that away. A sequence of back and forth. Huge opportunities each way. Brunland with a chance, but he's just going to stand at center ice. Z01 with another spot now. Cutting into the middle. And Panaman's going to save that again. He probably has more saves than the goaltender at this point. Wasp now collecting the puck. A huge chance streaking down the center of the ice. ohLuvv's going to crouch to block that, though. And he gets past everybody. Going to shoot to the middle. Z is going to collect it, but not going to get the shot off as he elects to bring it into the corner instead. Panaman's going to meet him there. Everyone make sure you join our Discord, discord.gg/BHL, to stay up to date on all the latest news, usually when games aren't quite like this. You can also see what's coming next for us. You know, different leagues, or not leagues, I should say, but like the BHL, BHCL Creator League. As a pass out in front, straight to Brunland, he's going to notch his first of the night, tying up the game. Even game here in Houston, as I was yapping about the Blockey Hockey Creator League, as we're still, for some reason, seeing the same replay from I don't know why it's not updating. ohLuvv with the puck now. Right out to Brundlund, but they're offside, so that goal wouldn't count even if they were to score it. Only 2 shots here for the Philadelphia Freedom. The current goaltender for... Oh, it looks like we have a new goaltender in net for the Bandits. I'm just trying to figure out why my replays decide not to work. Odd. Hard to say, but the play goes on. ohLuvv with the puck now. Forefingering it up to Discoof Magundi as they'll go back and forth for just a second. ohLuvv comes out on top of it, gets a pass out to Z. Z looks back for just a second, doesn't realize that his teammate just passed the puck to him, so he's going to forfeit possession of that. We have a lot of freedom now against one bandit, and that bandit is standing tall. ohLuvv with a huge defensive play. Discoof Magundi bringing the puck out center ice. Wasp and Brundlund in all alone. Wasp going to take the shot, and he scores! 2-1 for the Philadelphia Freedom after forfeiting just a second ago, as for some reason we still have the same replay on deck. Replays are no longer working here tonight. Discoof now with the puck. Back to the BHCL. Join that, see all the creators, new and returning and old. Lots of wonderful things coming up. I know a couple of things that I can't talk about quite yet, but trust me when I say that that you're not gonna want to miss this one. Very excited for next season. Can't wait to get things underway for that. See a lot of familiar faces and teams returning, hopefully. I'm not sure who DBGXO is, but there's certainly a player that's playing the game right now in this exhibition match, as we have 20 minutes to go until the next game. 2-1 here as we end the second period. Panda Man probably contributing a lot to his team, as it looks like we have dropped to a 4v4 now, as ohLuvv going to go right down the middle of the ice, but that's going to be given to the goaltender for the Philadelphia Freedom. Wasp going to take the puck for a second and then instantly lose it. That's going to get shot out in front, and Stan V will notch it home. A little bit of hits going back and forth as we see a lot of the Bandits playing a new defensive side. Looks like there might be a couple of hits back and forth. Might see a fight or two break out in just a second. But so far, the teams have been somewhat respecting each other. I hear hits going down. Mimi and Panda Man looking to maybe start a fight potentially. Hard to say though. Stan V now with the puck. Looking to get past Wasp. He's unable to. Z getting around Panda Man. And then the goaltender just going to stand up. That gives him an easy goal. As we start to see the cracks and the flaws start to form.
Oh, dime. Oh my god.
Oh my god, whoever did the back check there was cracked.
We're gonna listen into the comms of the players now. You guys hear me? Well, we had a little taste of them for just a second. They're gone again. Three minutes to go here in this exhibition match. Currently, Houston is leading the Philadelphia Freedom as Stan V strips the puck from Panaman. A great pass out in front. Z is not able to knock that one home, though. ohLuvv cutting to the sides now, trying to extend their lead. But Brundlin not having any of that, wants the opportunity to show that he's not the fraud that everyone says he is, even though that he is. And he's going to cut, but that's a good save by Misya. Brundlin not able to score the goal that's needed if he wants to get his team back in the game. 0-1 streaking down the ice, but that's a huge save by Jaden. As we're going to test to see if our replays are still broken, and if they are, probably have a couple of tears to be shed from me. Stan V absolutely whiffing on the puck. Jaden collecting the puck now, pulling it out to Brandon. Brandon trying to get past DBGXO. He's not able to. I have no idea who this guy is, but he's better than Brandon. But that's not saying a lot, as Brandon's still floating down the ice. ohLuvv with a great shot, but an even better save by Jaden. Z trying to get the puck down the ice, unable to. So many defensive bodies. So many great defensive players here for the Philadelphia Freedom, and yet their cracks have shown a couple of times, as it does again. Mimi with a huge shot, but Jaden's gonna knock that one down once again, keeping his team in the game. A good set by Z, but Stan V is not able to finish it. Brundlin once again trying to get the puck to the net. He's not able to. As we hear Grizzly Bear growl in the background, meaning a goal was just scored in Boston. Another, as a shot goes right into the heart of Misya. Only 1 minute to go in this exhibition match before we kick it off for another intermission before our final game, the Orlando Storm against the Calgary Wings, as another shot goes right in front of the net. The Philadelphia Freedom doing everything they can to try to get a goal. If there's only 30 seconds left, we might see them pull their goalie. As a good set play comes, we'll see if the goalie goes down. Brundlin with a chance! He whiffs on it again! This guy stinks! The Philadelphia Freedom were doomed from the start as soon as this man touched the ice for them. Panaman doing everything he can to get his team back in, but the Bandits are just going to toy with him and P3 it around. Panaman in the dying seconds. Z with the puck now, and he's going to notch it up, but it is too late. The Houston Bandits. What? Who added a point to the game? As the teams decide they want to go into overtime. Only 3 minutes in this overtime. Winner take all or draw. As Emotion with a good opportunity right off the rip. He is not able to do anything with it, though. Panda Man looking to set his team on top as we keep hearing the Grizzly Bear growl from Boston. Softies now with the puck, giving it right to Stan V. Stan V and Z, both great players for the Saskatoon Blues this year. Former Marshmallows, couldn't do much there. Have done great things in Saskatoon, though. As Emotion gets a chance, he shoots it, but that's wide of the net. Emotion getting the puck out in front, but Brundlin, of course, not able to get his stick on it. Wasp bringing it in. Looking for the pass. Doesn't get it. Instead, whacks DBG XO. as the puck gets dumped back and forth, back and forth. Z cutting towards the middle as Wasp pings it away. Wasp to the corner now. Sanvi wraps it around his own net for the Houston Bandits. As Wasp is there to meet him, Brunlin just standing in the neutral zone as a great chance set by Wasp, and Emotion's gonna notch it right into the heart of Mizya. Brunlin and Wasp all over the puck now. Emotion in alone, has a chance, can't get it off the post as I believe Brunlin slaps it away. A huge chance from Emotion, clamped by his own teammate, as we see the Houston Bandits start to fall apart. Again, another chance, Emotion knocking it away from Brunlin. DBG whiffing all over the puck. Wasp out to Emotion. Emotion can't get a stick on it as ohLuvv knocks it away. Panda Man notching it into the boards. Discord.gg/BHL. As Brunlin will stand AFK. Panda Man ensuring that the possession does not go into his zone, but yet it does. And Z has a chance and he's not able to finish on it. 1 minute to go in this overtime period. Next goal wins, or will we see a draw? We won't, as Emotion will send it home for the Philadelphia Freedom as Panda Man gets his assist after playing so well for his team. Let's see if our replays work now. What? Okay. But until then, I've been Luke, and we will see you at 8:30 for our final game of the day.
I didn't know.
to Blockey Hockey for our final game of the night. Orlando will be taking on the Boston Grizzlies. Orlando, the 2nd seed in the South versus the 4th seed in the North. I am joined to my left by Stan V, Saskatoon Blues legend. We got DVGXO to my right, and then Z01 to my far right. And an exciting game here. Boston does not have their full team. What's the word on that, Stan V? Who are they missing?
They should be missing. I wasn't super well informed. I'm pretty sure they're missing Ferret and someone else.
Quake TFA.
Quake TFA, that's it. Yeah. So they're missing those 2 people. So this could be a pretty interesting match. But although this is most likely looking like an Orlando sweep, so but could be interesting. You know, maybe they don't play as well. Maybe they flop a little bit. But yeah, that should be the score.
All right, yeah. I mean, Boston had the same exact roster playing the wings, and they did not play bad at all. Z01, you were there for that game, I believe, correct?
No, not really.
No? Okay, never mind.
I saw like the score sheet though.
Yeah, Boston actually did outshoot the Wings, who had their full roster for the first time in ages. But, I mean, Boston still fell short because of 1 breakaway goal from Luke.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Brookson played pretty well. Z, what do you think Boston's chances are winning against an even more powerful Orlando Storm team who does have their full squad tonight? Actually, they may be missing a Kuzo.
Yeah, I don't think they have
They are missing a
EXO,
Kuzo.
but realistically,
Big
the
loss.
Storm should win this because I think Kanye West and Spray 23 are taking the ice.
Oh,
So,
dear.
but Robe is known to play down to his opponent on occasion. So
Oh,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if we see an upset here maybe.
It looks like there's no Tiger Lover for Boston, too. So, yeah, that will be Spray 23 and the other guy, Kanye, taking the ice.
Or Badger 777, depending on.
Oh, Badgers is cold. I'm rooting for that guy. They should
Yeah.
play him.
He's on my BHL team.
DBG, what do you think of this matchup? Obviously, Orlando missing EXO. Do you think there's a chance they fraud out tonight?
I think there's a great chance they fraud up tonight, and I'm a big lover of an underdog story. So my faith is going to be put into the Boston Grizzlies here. Players like Spray 23, Badger 777 have found somewhat of success in non-HL. I want to see them tonight come out onto that ice and really step it up. Say that they can go to the higher leagues and show it off, and maybe see, have a little bit of an Orlando Storm fraud here. And I think Boston can take this, but it will be a close game if they have any chance.
It is being reported that Badger 777 and Kanye will be the subs for tonight for Boston. Spray 23 will be riding the bench as a 5th man tonight. Do they still have Brookson? They do still have Brookson. Both starting goalies are making an appearance. Mimi _ for the Orlando Storm having a pretty good season so far.
Not to interrupt you, but I think they're playing cozy for this game.
Really?
They're drafted prospect goalie.
2nd round pick in S21 Cozy did go into the draft being known as the goalie with the highest ceiling of all of the goalies. So we'll see how he performs at his first BHL start tonight. But we'll quickly do predictions. Stan V, what do you think the final score of this game is going to be?
I think it'll probably be, if it's as expected, maybe a 4 or 5-1 for Orlando Storm.
Okay, well, I'm going to take Orlando 3-0. DVG?
I'm taking Boz 3-2.
All right, Z01. Do you have a score prediction?
Give me Wise Radium on the second line. Okay, I don't know what they're doing, but Robe against Kanye West and Top Rages. Give me Boston 4-0.
4-0, okay. So 2-2 on the desk here. We'll send it down to ice level. I will be joined by DBG color commentating. A big shot from the center ice dot is cleared away by Closey. Kanye taking a very aggressive approach to the face-off. Here's Top Rage is up for Kanye. Has an ISO with Brandon. Beats him along the boards. Forces it into the corner. Brandon out of the corner. Wraps around his own net. Taking space up for Robe, who misplays it. And into the hands of Top Rage as it is. Top Rage's pass. Inaccurate. Has a one-timer for Robe. And Brookson snags it on the goal line. What a save from the rookie. He
That was
reached
a
across his
beautiful-
crease and grabbed that thing. Here's Brunlin from the corner of the zone. That's easily paddled away by Brookson. Robe pulling it back, taking space at center ice, trying to go for the 5-hole from the center circle. Nothing there for him. Here's Kanye, has room, but Robe and Brunlin too close to that puck on the back check for Kanye to be able to make a move. Kanye back for Top Rages, the give and go. Brunlin thwarts that. Top Rages nearly own goals. The rebound's picked up by Robe, who takes a shot. And Brookson, square to that puck, makes the save. Here's Robe, a nice tight curve around Top Rages. Doesn't make it to the net. Orlando dominating this first line. Kanye will change on for Radium, though. Robe has room on the post. Brookson gloves it. It's in his crease. And Kiet taps it in. It trickles across the goal line for the first goal of the game. Orlando is up 1-0.
At some point there, the Boston defense has got to put it on their shoulders to get that puck out of their defensive zone. Brookson making the clear. Their defense not on top of it, and that's tapped in.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a wacky play. Brookson was a little... the initial, I guess, fire starter for that play was Robe having a move out of the corner, trying to shoot it short side, because Brookson was leaving his post wide open. He was able to glove it, and then he accidentally drops it almost in his net. And he pings it out in the nick of time before the Storm get to it. And then, sadly, the rebound was grabbed by Kiet.
Unfortunate.
Anyway, here is Badgers in his own end. In his second game of the season. He was drafted in the 3rd round of the S21 draft. Odd man rush, Badgers for Radium. And Kiet plays that pass well. Gets in the lane and breaks it up. Here is Radium 7. Into the zone. Kiet pulls it back. Masterful work. And he hits the far post on the shot. Here's Mimi pulling it back. He's playing skater for the Storm. Mimi with the shot that hits the side of the net. Mimi playing his first game at skater since BHCL, where I believe he played 1 game for the Blue Ridge Blizzard. Radium 7 making progress down the wing, but he's blocked by Mimi. Brunlin fails to clear it out from his own corner. Badgers 7-7-7 trying to clamp up Brunlin. He gets a surprise shot off, and Brookson is once again sharp with the glove. Here's Robe on the ice now, taking a shot. Trying to beat Brookson 5-hole, no good. He closed the wickets there. Here's Kanye past Brunlin. Puck is loose in the Storm zone. Brunlin pulling it back. Kanye almost getting to that. He had the play read, but Brandon was just able to get the hit on it first. Here's Rob advancing out of his own zone. Top Rage just picks his pocket, but Brandon's able to force it into his own corner. Here's Robe. Picks it clean off the stick of Kanye. And into the Boston corner. Robe now. Brookson able to prevent a chance there at any moves from the corner. Here's Rob to the corner, or the center. As you were saying, big hit there, but no call. Here's Top Rages. Kanye has a chance. He hits the post, and it's cleared out by Kiet. An excellent chance for Boston. Here is Top Rages behind his own net. Up for Radium. Radium now past Kiet. He's in, and it's saved by Cozy. The rebound is loose, but both Orlando Storm players are tenacious to grab that rebound. Here's Top Rages for Radium. Gets around Mimi. Radium has a clean break, and he scores far side. Radium 7 ties up the game. It's 1-1.
It did look like a force and may be reviewed, but
from my
it's questionable.
point of view, that was around the goalie. I'll clip that really quick. We'll see if I can catch the goal there.
Yeah, it may have just been Cozy moving as it's passing by him. It looks like a force, but...
Okay, well, my
Guys,
clip...
as the referee,
taken-
I am going to let the goal stand without review because I was right there and saw it go around him, so...
Understood.
All right,
There is
well,
gonna
yeah.
be no call there, not a force.
Standing ref ohLuvv has decided not to call it a force. I was also there. I'm spectating this in fan mode, just moving around, and it did not look like it went through him. Here's Radium off the face-off, taking a quick shot. Cozy standing deep in his crease, almost misplays it as Radium blocked Cozy's passing bid, but the rebound was no good. Badger is over for Radium. A good pass just goes too far. A little too much sauce on that one. And that'll be the end of one. The game is tied. Its shots are 8-4 in favor of Orlando. Brookson is playing lights out. And we'll send it up to the desk in just a moment. Z01 the only one there now. But we'll start with Z. What did you see that period from Boston? What did they do right at the end there? They were getting outshot 8-0, I believe, or 8-1. But they've got the 3 most recent shots.
Yeah,
And
it's
paying off.
Actually, I think they were getting outshot 8-0 at some point.
8-0.
But they brung it back. The first line, I'm not gonna lie, is getting absolutely dominated by Robe and Brunlin. But they honestly, they're still in this game. If their second line can keep putting it into the net, I think they have a decent shot at taking this away.
I mean, they do have to do a better job at preventing the chances, but Brookson has been very, very sharp in net so far. Stan V, what do you think of the chances that Orlando's gotten and Brookson's response to them?
Well, so far it's been pretty out of as expected, kind of. He's been doing pretty good, and a great save at the beginning of the game for sure, as a very good shot from Robe. Yeah, so far just very good dominance from Storm, and a bit of an unfortunate moment there near the beginning, or near the middle, I mean. But so far, yeah, it looks like Orlando's definitely taking charge. And I'm expecting a few goals here from Orlando in this next coming period, because they definitely have the momentum. Maybe apart from a few whiffs, near the middle of the game, but yeah, this is a good game so far.
Yeah, and I mean, DBG as a Boston believer here.
Brookson putting in some work.
Yeah, how do you think they I'm gonna focus on their offense here. How do you think they started to open up more chances there as the period went on?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I was just gonna say that I think Orlando Storm has done really terrible at giving up the puck. They've given up possession to Boston so much. Boston have had a lot of possession there and have had the chances. They just haven't been able to take it up the ice and convert it. And that's really what they're struggling on here. I think if they can convert these better and put some more shots on net well placed, that they will find a lot of success in this game.
I couldn't agree more. All right, we will send this back down to ice level. Second period starting now. Game is still tied. Here's Top Rages. Can't stop Robe from getting into the zone. Top Rages again. Up for Kanye. Has a clean shot. And Cozy makes the save.
Beautiful save.
I mean, he was all the way over on the other side of his crease. Kanye did have some open net. Robe passes to a Ghost. That allows Kanye to go in. Kanye tries to go for the near post. He had the far side open. The shot selection from Kanye is really not doing him any favors.
Almost immediate justification of what I said on the analyst desk. So they need to find these opportunities they're given and just place them better.
Exactly. Because Cozy's one problem with his scouting report during the draft was his positioning. It's pretty awful. And that's proving to be the case so far in this game. But there's his strength, the glove, as he's able to stop Kanye in his tracks. Here's Kanye again. Kiet takes that one as it didn't reach the net. Kiet pulling it back around Kanye. Almost has a 2-on-1, but Top Ridge gets to his first, and it's out of play.
I mean, Kanye has put some great pressure onto this Orlando Storm's defense when he was on the ice there. Just not able to find those shot placements with the possession that he's taking. Again,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
the complete issue.
Definitely some rough finishing there from Kanye, but... Oh, Badgers with a shot off the face-off. That's read well by Mimi. But yeah, anyways, great shift aside from the finishing by Kanye there. And we hope to see him have some success in the future. Here's Radium off the misplay from Kiet at center ice. Cozy coming out at the circle to play that one. Radium again finding that puck. He's hunting it down. One of the best forecheckers in the league. Radium 7. Beat by Mimi, but he finds it just in time to prevent the shot. Radium past Mimi. It's forced up to Kiet by Mimi's back check. Here's Radium up the ice now. Trying to get around Kiet. Radium 7. Getting up the ice, but the puck is sent over the boards.
They've done very good at not giving a possession here. Boston has won it overwhelmingly. Orlando, though, starting to find some of the pressure back in their stride that we've seen in that first period here.
Mm-hmm. Here is Radium. Radium 7 works up the boards past Brandon. 5 holes Mimi, and he's in for his second of the game. Boston takes the lead as Radium 7 lights up the goal lamp. 2-1.
A great goal there to find his second of the night there. Boston will now take the lead.
Yeah, an excellent goal from Radium 7. Orlando also missing Ape at 8. I did forget about that. But Radium just a dominant game so far against Kiet and Mimi. And it's tough because Mimi, if he was in net, maybe this wouldn't be the case. Their other option is ShugShug22, who is very unproven at the BHL level. Here's Kanye with a shot from deep. That's blocked by Cozy. But I'm curious what you think.
Yeah,
what the case would
ShugShug.
be for the Storm if Mimi was in net and ShugShug was playing out.
ShugShug is unproven, but I'm unfamiliar with
I'll stop you
Mimi's
here.
gaming experience. Ooh,
My bad. I thought Kanye had a great chance.
that is
Continue.
okay. Yeah, ShugShug just is unproven. I don't disagree with this call from the Orlando Storm. Shot!
Oh, a big shot! And Brookson narrowly clears it. Brandon
Narrow
on the
clear, but
doorstep.
Big hit onto Brunlin as Bergson clears that out.
Massive hit, and the ref will keep his whistle silent. Here's Kanye up the ice. Yeah, ShugShug unproven, but I do feel like Mimi would be making these saves. Or
That's
at
fair.
least some of them.
They need to clone him.
I'm not... Cozy really hasn't been at fault, but I feel like the Storm should have better lines. There's Kanye with a shot right into the mask of Cozy. Ultimately, I think it is just Orlando getting outclassed by the Grizzlies here in the second period as Radium sends one into his own goalie. Kiet's shot from the corner. No good. He curves around into the slot. That's denied by Radium. Robe pulls one back on Radium, beats Badgers to it, and he has the near side wide open. Robe bangs one home, and it's tie game. Orlando.
A great
it even.
pullback there. Could
An
not
excellent
get the back
pullback.
check. And good P3. It's just a bit of a positioning error there from the Boston Grizzlies. Gets beat there on the pullback. That was basically the last man back as his other defender is just playing too far up, possibly playing for a pass, and cannot get the back check in time, giving Robe just enough time to charge up that P3 and sling it at Brookson.
Just a good pullback, and Brook and Badgers just weren't ready for it. So it's tie game here in Boston. Here's Kiet off the faceoff. Radium 7. Back around Kiet. This game is certainly more entertaining than many others I've commentated. Not a lot of board battles going on here.
Absolutely, both teams agreeing to take it and centralize a lot.
A lot of transitional offense. And normally this shot count 11-9 would be at the end of the game that we'd see this, but it's only the second period. Well, in some cases it would be at the end of the game, but it is only the second period. We could see one of the more high-octane offensive games here as Badger swats a shot down from Kiet. Great defense there from the rookie. Here's Radium 7. Over for Badgers. Has the P3, and Mimi steps in front of that one, sliding in the way of it. Kiet's pass. Batted down by Radium. An excellent move. The great head fake. And it's stopped by Cozy. Here's Kiet. Tries to spring Mimi. Brookson coming way out of his crease to play that puck. Here is Kiet. Has a shot on Brook, but he recovers back and takes the shot well. Here's Radium. 3 seconds to go. Making a slow siege into the corner, but Mimi will kill it off, and that'll be the end of the second period. Still tie game. 1 goal for each team. And we will see how this third period plays out. My command is not working, unfortunately. But we're up here at the desk. I'm joined by Stan V, DBG, and Zeo1 as always for what could be our final analysis if this doesn't go to OT. But yeah, we'll start with DBG this time. What did you see from both teams that period? And what did you see from Boston that they did better? Obviously, they did have more shots than Orlando that period. More chances, just a better game overall.
I think the Storm has done a lot better on not giving up as much possession. They've obviously given up a little too much possession for my liking, but they've done a lot better in controlling and holding that puck. Grizzlies, on the other hand, have found the shots. It's just now the placement. As we said before, Kanye West not finding the greatest placements on multiple shots. And that second line just not finding what it needs to. Radium carrying both of the goals here for that team. Second line needs to step it up here and at least find one.
I mean, it was very interesting seeing Kanye shoot it right into Cozy when he was just... Cozy plays very deep in his net. And sometimes that hurts him sometimes. Especially with P3s. I'm curious to hear what Stan V thinks. This game could easily be 4-2. How can Orlando stop the leaking here? Because it looks like Boston has the advantage in this game.
Right. So what I've seen so far from the gameplay, definitely from a Grizzlies standpoint, is that they've passed a lot more and they've been way more in chemistry with each other, in contrary to the Orlando Storm. And that's why I think if they find each other more and like open the ice more for each other and find these plays, because they have really good players. Like they should be, they should be winning against this team with the amount of people they have and the amount of strong players, even with the absence of some players, especially on the Grizzlies side of things. They should be taking this here. And yeah, I think they'll probably edge it over the Grizzlies. I think in the last period.
All right, Zio1, we haven't really gone to you yet. I'm curious to hear your prediction for this third period.
Yeah, I mean, in that second period, Robe was getting really antsy on the forecheck. He came up way too far so many times, leaving Kanye way open. But I think the Grizzlies will take this, honestly.
All right. We will see if that prediction comes to pass, as we've already dropped the puck for the third period. Kanye had a chance early. That's blocked by Brandon. His P3 again. Brandon getting into the way of it. Top Rage just sends one in. That goes wide. It's scooped up by Robe. He gets around Kanye. 2-on-1 developing for the Storm. Robe takes the shot. Top Rages square to that puck. Blocks it. Here's Kanye. The rebound is loose, and Brandon able to pick it out. An excellent bounce for the Grizzlies is just barely cleared by Brandon.
Good on him finding the clear there.
Again. What were you saying?
It's a great find on the clear there. It was a very dangerous bounce.
Definitely. I mean, Kanye was right there. I'm actually still not sure how he didn't get to that first.
Yeah.
Because he just had it right in front of him. But Brandon, long reach, great poke check to clear the zone. Robe's shot hits the post, and it's cleared by Brookson. He tries to feed the middle, nobody there. Robe again trying to curve at center ice. Nobody on him, not sure why he was trying to do that. But Radium can't stop the progress up the boards. Robe will get a change. Both second lines on now. Radium getting around Kiet on the wing. Making his way to Mimi, where he's met his match. Here's Kiet pulling it back, getting around Radium, and Brookson makes the save. The rebound is loose. Kiet pulling it back, getting around Radium. These two went number 1 and number 2 in the S18 draft. And they face off here for an epic matchup of skill. Radium 7 was number 1 in that draft. Just for those who don't know. Here's Mimi. Radium pulls it back. A good move is thwarted. Mimi has room up the ice. Brookson slides in the way of that one. Mimi kicks it out to Brandon. And Radium 7 is there to make the defensive play. He pulls it back on both of them. Has a lane, but it's taken away, as he'll whiff anyways. Here's Radium 7 down the ice. Brundlin narrowly getting to that one as Radium chased it down. Here's Brundlin trying to feed the middle. It gets caught on the post on its way. Brundlin feeds the middle successfully this time, but Top Rages is there instead of his line mate Robe. His shot is swatted down by Top Rages. Top Rages behind the net. Gets it up the near boards for Kanye. Brandon is there to make the defensive play. Top Rages. 2 minutes to go in this third period. We're still tied. Here's Robe from the corner. Brookson plays that well. It's out of the zone. Brandon sends one back in. Top Rages. Doesn't allow Robe to get to that pass. Here's Robe stealing from Top Rages behind the net. Rob in the corner. Good pullback to the slot. Robe is blocked by Top Rages. Sends a P3 in. And Cozy makes the save. He wasn't in position for that shot. And his glove bails him out there. Here's Top Rages. Whiffs in his own end. Coughs it up for Robe, who'll send it back to Kiet. Kiet whiffs on his pass. And it's too late, as Top Rages already saw it coming by the time he got it off. Robe still able to make progress. Out of the corner is Rob, but he's thwarted by Top Rages. Top Rages now. Past Robe. Takes the shot, and Cozy, what a save! An excellent glove to keep this game tied, as he'll freeze that puck.
Hopper just found a great angle there, a hard angle to find, but finds it and just absolutely snagged down and stolen by Cozy there.
That would have been an incredible snipe from the boards. We'll see a timeout from Orlando here as they look to get Robe some stab. They can run Robe Kiet here against Top Rages and Radium. This should be absolute cinema here.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better game than this.
Exactly. It's 2-2. Even though this is a lower scoring game, I'd say, it's still been... It's always the lower scoring games that are entertaining because they're just the closer games.
Not only are they closer, there's been so many shot opportunities that just have been snagged down with great saves from both of these rookie goalies here.
Exactly. Brookson drafted number, I believe, 7 or 6 overall, number 6. And Cozy drafted 16 overall. Here's Kiet. Final minute of the period. Radium steals. Kiet will play it out to Robe. He coughs it up to Radium, who will get around him on the boards. Radium 7 in, looking for the hat trick and the game winner, but nothing there. Or the potential game winner. It does feel like a next goal wins situation, though. Here's Rob up for Top Rages. Or Radium, sorry. Kiet pulls it back prematurely out of the corner. 20 seconds to go. Kiet gives it up to Top Rages, a gift, but he didn't have the angle. Top Rages trying to curve around Kiet. He doesn't land it. Here's Radium defending Robe. Rob out of the corner to the middle. Top Rages there to scoop it up. 10 seconds to go. Top Rages pass fails. Robe didn't have the P3 ready. He pulls it back, and Kiet will rag this puck behind his own net to send this one to overtime.
An unfortunate pullback.
Very comical pullback there. He has revealed in chat that he lagged, so that's understandable. But yeah, we will be up at the desk now. An unexpected overtime here, as Orlando clearly does have the better team, but I mean, it's a close one for sure. Stan V will go to you first. How do you see this playing out in overtime?
Well, you know, we've seen Robe a few times on these overtimes, and he does deliver on the overtimes after a while. So that is what I'm expecting. Although the Grizzlies have definitely put up a really good fight and could definitely take this. This could go either way, especially because like the chemistry between the Grizzlies players has definitely been better. Like they've definitely played more together than the Storm these past days. You can definitely tell in the way they can find each other. So this could definitely be, if they don't watch out for these shots, for these P3s that get shot a lot this game, especially, it could be, this could be a win for them. But I still think it's gonna be an overtime win for the Storm.
Yeah, I mean, I have to disagree. I mean, I think Robe has been a bit of a fraud this game.
That is true.
Does he have the 2 goals for Orlando? Does anybody know?
I believe Kiet has 1, Robe has 1.
Oh yeah, Kiet does have 1. It was like the weird bounce out to the corner after Brookson was able to clear it out from his really bad glove inside his own net. We'll go to Z really quick. What do you think this overtime period is going to look like?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to point out the touch percentage is 53-47 for Boston. And in my opinion, they've been the better team all game. They've let up some high quality chances, but the Storm have let up more. The Storm, like Robe is proving why like all the top players on their teams like to play defense, because on the forecheck he gets caught out. The defender just P3s it out to Mr. West every single time, and Brunlin just can't hang. And it's a high quality chance almost every single time. And obviously in chat, Robe was getting a little upset with the referee. I think their mental might be chopped for this OT.
Definitely worse than Boston. DVG really quick.
Radium hat trick, baby. In OT,
hat-trick?
Boston 3-2. He's confident,
right.
I'm confident.
We're going back down to ice level for overtime here in Boston. Here's Kanye with a shot off the face-off. Cozy able to find it. Rare positional save from Cozy. Kanye gives it up. Robe in the slot. And it's pinged away by Top Rages on the back check. 2 excellent chances for both teams here to start overtime. Robe, quick turnaround past Kanye. Curving to the middle. Unnecessary there. He did a little too much and allowed Kanye to catch up to him. Here's Kanye around Brandon. But Brandon able to back check him well. It's out to Top Rages. He tries to spring Kanye. Brandon's there for it instead. Brunlin feeds the middle. Top Rages taking it instead of Brookson. He's behind his own net. Feeds Kanye, who gets to it. Sends it right to Brandon, though. Brandon out of his own corner. Up for Robe. Robe trying to take the middle of the ice, but he elects to go to the boards instead. He's beat by Top Rages there. Top Rages had the 2-on-1 developing, but Robe, playing fast, catches up to that puck. Here's Rob looking for something in the middle there, but nothing there. He'll take a P3 from neutral ice, and Radium 7 blocks it. Radium 7 now in his own end. Both second lines on now. And if anybody for Boston's going to score, it's Radium 7. Here's Kiet. Sends one to the middle. Brookson sends it right back to Kiet, but Radium was there for it. Badgers tries to spring Radium. Finds Kiet instead. A quick tennis match in the neutral zone. Badgers has a chance. It's blocked by Mimi. Radium 7 back for it. But he takes too long, and Kiet capitalizes on that to send it to the Boston corner. Radium beat by Kiet again. Mimi on the boards, a pass to Kiet. He pulls it back instead of shooting it. The second time the Storm have done that this game. Within 5 minutes. Kiet will change on for Brandon. Radium 7 sends one into the Storm zone. Brandon sends it back. Behind his own net now. Brunlin up for Mimi on the near boards. Mimi has a step on Kanye. The scenes if the starting goalie, Mimi, got the overtime winner. Imagine that. Here's Top Rages. Waits. Looks. Top Rages has room. Tries to get around Brandon, but the curve fails. As Robe almost has a chance, he whiffs on it. He had so much room up the middle to work with there, but he just whiffed. He gives it up to Kanye, a careless move there, but Brunlin sharp on defense, able to get to it. He springs Robe, who takes the middle of the ice. Both Grizzlies there to block that puck. Kanye almost walks Brandon, but Robe is back for the help defense. Kanye, good pullback on Robe. Cozy drops it, and he springs Robe. A dangerous chance for Kanye, and imagine that if he got the OT winner on Robe's head. He has it again, but he can't get through Brandon this time. Here's Robe. Working with it along the near boards, pulling it back. Looking for Kiet, nothing there. He's stopped in the middle. Kiet tries to spring Robe. Top Rages is there for that pass. He has Radium 7 on now. Top Rages up for Radium. Robe, a big hit on Radium. Very questionable, but we won't call that. Here's Top Rages. Loses sight of the puck. I believe he thought he pulled it back. May have lagged. Here's Robe. Kicks it out to the middle. Nothing there for the Storm. Radium 7 and Badgers on now. They'll look to change out Robe for Mimi. Kiet sends one back for Mimi. Radium 7 watching that one. They left Mimi some room, but he just tried to force it up to Kiet. Kiet out of the corner to the middle. Nothing there. I believe he tried to get a dangle stick move off there. 2-on-1 for the Grizzlies developing. Radium 7 loses steam. Tries to pass to Badgers, but he whiffs. Lots of whiffs here in this overtime. Noticing a theme here. Here's Kiet. Blazing down the wing. Making progress. Radium stops him at the blue line. Mimi sends one in. Badgers 7-7-7. In his own zone. Loops around his own net. Sees nothing there for the pass. And he'll just kill it in the corner. Perhaps a little too much time left on the clock, but Kiet is unable to get it to Mimi in time, and that'll be the end of OT1. We'll see ISOs here, and we'll go up to the desk, but my immediate opinion is this Storm have the advantage when it comes to the ISO, just because of the star power that they have in Robe. I'm not sure how confident I am in Kiet. I'm curious to hear what you think about this, Z, as you are kind of a ones demon.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got to think Robe has the advantage in the ISO here. He's been in the league for a while, definitely longer than anybody on the Grizzlies team. He's been here long enough. He knows how to play 1v1s, and he's very mechanically good. He's beaten my own teammate in an ISO back on the Malibu Marshmallows in OT3. It was a heartbreaking loss, but he's a really good ISO player, and you got to think he has the advantage. But if it comes down to Kiet and Radium, I don't know who has the edge there.
Yeah, those are definitely two players who are very close in skill level. Very close in draft position, too. They were here the same draft as I mentioned earlier. Very solid storyline there. But yeah, like you said, with Robe and Top Raiders, it's going to be difficult. They may put out Radium. He has had the better game so far. But it's going to be very close to decide who plays against Robe. And Stan V, if they do send somebody out against Robe, who would you rather it be, and how would you want them to play?
I think, well, with their current lineup, I mean, probably either Top Rages or possibly Radium. I think Top Rages probably is the better option. I think for ISOs. I know he's pretty good on ones as well. Like I've played him a lot of times, and he's pretty confident when it comes to being on the puck. So I think that'd be the best option. But of course, when you're against a force like Robe, you know, it'll be pretty difficult no matter who you put up. So yeah, as I said, like I think it's probably gonna go to the Storm here because yeah, Robe is a master in these fields.
All right, at DBG, final predictions. Are you still a believer in the Radium hat trick? If we even get to the Kiet versus Radium ISO.
I have never been a non-believer in Radium, and I'd even put him here in ones against Robe over Top Rages. That's how confident I am in this man.
And you think he's gonna beat Robe?
I think he's the best chance they have, and I'm
That's
confident
fair.
he can squeak it out.
I'm gonna jump in real fast
All right,
and
well,
just
yeah,
say
we'll
Radium
send it down to
7
ice
is
level
a
soon.
fraud.
Any predictions from Z? Which teams are we feeling?
I think Top Rages is going to play to reel
I
in
can't
Robe
hear Z.
and try to get a breakaway goal or play for the second line matchup.
For sure.
Demoni, ref ohLuvv here, ISO specialist, won the only 2 ISOs I've ever been in. It actually, in my opinion, will come down to not a lot of people make mistakes in ISOs.
Okay, well here's Robe gets a shot away.
And to furthermore on this, it will come down to the stamina. Who has better line changes? That will decide the winner of this game.
LCing in a 1v1 is definitely an art. Here's Robe, almost own goals, and Cozy able to clear it. If Cozy wasn't shifted there, then that would have been game. I'm not sure what Rob's plan was.
It's a bit of miss hit there.
As ohLuvv would say, the best players shoot on their own goalies, though. Especially in clutch ISO situations like this. Here's Top Rages. Out of the corner, has a move, but Cozy foils it. Here's Robe the other way. Has a step on Top Rages. Brookson makes the save. Top Rages the other way. Can't get it through Robe this time. Rob will send it down the board. As ohLuvv said, this is very tactical hockey. Not a lot of mistakes made by either player. Brookson tries to spring Top Rages out of his own end, but Rob catches up to it. Here is Top Rages. Around his own net. Gives it up to Robe, whose shot doesn't make it there. Rob with another P3, and Brookson robs a blind. An excellent save for Brook to keep this game alive. Top Rages with Kiet on now. He'll send it up. He's running low on Stam. He has to. He should get it to his bench. That's ideal. I mean, he sends it to the wrong side. Kiet has an open shot. What is he doing? Kiet still with possession. Top Rage is just getting slower and slower. If I'm Kiet, I'm just waiting for him to change. Kiet with another P3, and Brookson takes it and holds it. An excellent save from Brook. He's been ice cold so far in this game.
That's not a glove on Brookson's hand. That's a bucket because they're bailing out a sinking ship. As that ice will just be, that puck will be frozen here for the line change as Top Rage just throws the line change.
That was very, very questionable play from Top Rages at the end of that ISO. He was keeping up with Robe decently well, but I mean, when Kiet got on, it feels like he just didn't know how to line change.
You can see the stamina mismatch here. Top Rage is on 9, Robe on 17. Now Radium does have a lead on Kiet, but it's not that big of a lead when you're going to definitely need an LC on Robe being on a higher stamp.
I mean, yeah, we should expect Robe to switch on any minute here. Here's Radium curving around Kiet. Nothing there for him. Kiet just playing very well at center ice, not letting Radium getting shot away. And Radium tries to pull back. If I'm him, I'd just send that in on a P3. Just rocket it towards the net as Robe wasn't quite there yet. Robe has a step on Radium around the edge, but isn't able to get the shot away in the end. Here's Radium still with it in his own end.
Have Boston used their timeout?
They have not.
Playing away from Robe.
They could use that to fix their stamina.
They could use a TO. But I mean, Radium and Top Rage is not too much skill differential there as Robe sends one in from way too deep. And Brookson makes another save as Radium misplays it. And 2 quick P3s means 2 more saves for Brook as he's electric in net tonight. Here's Robe to the far boards. Radium 7 tries to clamp him up there. Robe gets around him with a curve, and Brookson another glove. He'll wind more time down.
I mean, bailout after
He's bailing out Boston so far. He'll have to do it again. Robe, he's sliding everywhere in his crease, and he can't finish. Robe doesn't find the near side, and Radium goes the other way. Radium looking for the hat trick. Cozy makes the save. He'll change on for Top Rage as they finally are able to get him back on.
Grizzlies find a really good LC. Top Rage is on 20 now.
Very good LC. Top Rages versus Kiet to end this period. Top Rage is sending a shot, and Cozy makes the save. Kiet advancing it down the boards.
Kiet does actually have more stam here than Top Rages, although not enough to make a noticeable
Does have
difference.
more stam. Here's Top Rages with it into the corner. Sends one in through Kiet, and Cozy finds it with the glove before it can get to the net. Here's Kiet still with it, blazing it down the wing, but Top Rage just finds it eventually. Here's Top Rage just trying to fool Kiet. Which way is he going? He's unable to get around him. Top Rage is 3 seconds, and Cozy denies the curve, as I believe that's what Top Rage is going to try to go for, and we are going to 3 OT. Triple overtime coming up in Boston. Some excellent chances from both sides there. Robe was absolutely dominating Radium in the ISO. And it remains to be seen who will be the winner of this game. The Stan V, Boston didn't... Do you think Boston looked as well that period as Orlando? Who do you think had the advantage?
Actually, it was pretty equal. It's actually been pretty like side to side. Like it's been pretty like back and forth as far as plays went. You know, a few good saves in there. And yeah, I think probably as far as chances go, I think it was slightly on Orlando's side, but they definitely got some really good chances on the Grizzlies side as well. So yeah, I'm surprised at how well the Grizzlies are holding up against people like Kiet and Robe. You know, they are really strong players. So yeah, this is a very interesting match, and we'll see how many OTs we're gonna get. But
oh, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I mean, the longest game in BHL history was Game 5 of the S9 finals, which went into 4th overtime.
Oh wow!
Resulting in a goal from our very own Vinny 1G, my Pookie Bear, my glorious king.
looking at how this is a like 50-50 kind of situation here where it could go either way, there's a possibility that that could definitely happen again. So I'm curious to see
I mean,
if they're probably super stressed. So or not at all. Maybe they're just locked in. Curious to see. It's gonna be
yeah, we've seen a lot of chances from both teams. Boston getting a few shots in, but I think Robe had the better offense that period. DBG, I'm curious to hear what you think about that matchup with Radium and Robe. It was a little rough.
It was, I can't lie, you know, as much as I love Radium, I can't lie. It was rough to watch Brookson completely saving Radium and bailing him out there. Storm had way more shots when Robe was on the ice. Not much to say about that other than Radium needs to step it up there onto that matchup, or they need to redo Top Reaches versus Robe here.
Definitely doesn't help that Radium's a fraud.
Guys, Ref ohLuvv here. I completely disagree with what DBG is saying. I think Radium did a great job. He literally played 2 players down to low stam and then gave Top Ridges the opportunity to line change. Yes, Brook did help him, but I think Radium played great in those 2 matchups.
Wrong.
Fair assessment. And hey, I love Radium, so any way to make him look in a good light, I'll agree with.
All right, that's fair. Quickly to Zo1. How about Brookson? He made a few great saves. The final one was a little iffy. I can't even lie. He was just sliding everywhere. But what are your thoughts? Quickly.
Yeah, I think he and Radium have been the Grizzlies' best players this game.
All right, well, yeah, here's the third overtime. Top Rage is pulling it back, taking the shot. But Robe takes a bullet for Cozy. Here's Top Rage just trying to fool Robe. Nothing there. Robe out of the corner. Excuse me. Saved by Brookson. He's got 20 saves on the night. Only 2 goals allowed. Here's Top Rages. Stuck in his own zone. Robe just waiting for a chance to strike. He rarely slips up in these ISO situations. Rob getting around Top Rages. Almost able to get a shot away. Top Rages. Good defense there to prevent it from happening. Here's Top Rages, cool-headed, in his own zone. Waiting for Robe to pressure. He takes it up the boards. Robe getting around Top Rages. Trying to make a lane for a P3, but nothing there. A minute into triple overtime. We should see a change soon. Here's Robe getting around Top Rages. Nothing there as he had it pinged away from him. Top Rages reads the pullback well. Getting it across the red line finally. And into the Storm zone. Robe still with control though. Coughs it up. Top Rages behind the play. Robe has it. In the back check from Top Rages. He chases him down to prevent a shot. He reads the pullback well too. Top Rages playing very well, denying Robe any shot at getting it on net. Top Rages almost had a chance there, but it was not to be found. 2 minutes down in this ISO. Both players getting tired. Rob going on for Kiet. We'll see Kiet versus Radium now. Radium trying to take that one on the boards. He whiffs on it. That allows Kiet to get into the corner. Kiet, I believe, was charging up a big curve there, but he couldn't hit it. Here's Radium 7. Kiet with the pullback and the shot. Brookson quickly able to read that one as he snags it with his glove.
I love Brookson so much. What a save.
Here is Radium 7. In neutral ice. Just trying to get past Kiet. He does, but he gives it up as he doesn't want Kiet to get a breakaway, as he was very clearly in front of that play. Here's Radium 7 in his own end. Radium taking it up the ice. Too much sauce on that one. He didn't make a move correctly. He looks a little nervous. Here's Kiet from the point. Radium 7 steals. He has a shot at the hat trick. He gets around Cozy, but it hits the post.
We can't, man.
It grazes the post, and it goes out the other side. And this game stays alive. Here's Kiet as he picks Radium's pocket. He'll go off for the change. He almost commits a too many men penalty there. Robe along the boards. Big hit by Top Rages. ohLuvv still has yet to make a call this game. And nothing will change with that one. Let the boys play. Yeah, I mean, inconsequential penalty. Here's Robe down the boards. Has it in the Boston corner behind the net. Plays it out to the middle. Brookson beats him to the punch. Top Rages picking it away from him. Has the P3. Cozy gloves it. Immediately drops it. Looking for Robe to get open. They kind of have a standoff there. But Top Rages gets to that puck. Top Rages now behind his own net. Whiffs on it. Almost baits Robe into trying to pressure too much. Top Rages still with it. Beats Robe around him at center ice. Top Rages hits the post. It's a race to the puck. And Cozy able to make the clear. Robe now will erase the other way. And he'll be denied by Brookson at the very edge of the zone. 21 seconds to go. Robe curving around in neutral ice. Getting around Top Rages. He takes the shot. The rebound is loose. Robe sends it far side. And he ends this one. That's the game. Robe with his third OT goal of the season. As Orlando takes this one 3-2 in a thriller.
What a game to watch. An absolute treat. Robe finding that P3 angle to end it in triple OT.
An excellent play from Rob. He had Top Rages there blocking the shot. I believe that was intentional to just shoot it into him and then grab the rebound. A very good play by Rob. Finally able to beat Top Rages, who, credit to him, he played incredible in that ISO. But Boston just unable to get it done tonight. But I'm sure we're all dying to send this to to an outro, so I will thank all my color commentators and the desk members for tonight, and the play-by-play people who were here earlier. Thanks to the refs, and especially the fans for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow night for 4 more games of Blockey Hockey before we head into the final week. Good night, BHL.